Hi guys, welcome to another Smartpreneur Live. Apologies, we're a little bit late. Some NEPA issues, but we're here. So today we're going to be talking about being a creative entrepreneur. So I know that you're really going to enjoy. I'm going to wait for you guys to get here. Anyone here? Hi, Mariam. Okay, no one's joined us yet, but I'm just going to add you. Hello. Okay, I'm going to add our guest. Mariam Giwa. Let me add her. Go live. Hi, darling. How are you? Why did you cover your face?
I'm just home, so
Sorry, I can't hear you well. I can hear you better.
okay.
Hi, love. How are you?
I'm alright.
Thank you for joining us.
Welcome. Why am I listening to Dynasty? I am. Sorry.
It's okay. Can you hear me well?
Yes, my sister was sharing audio with me.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I have a cough today. It's not corona, you guys, in case you're wondering. It's just a dry throat. Okay, so Mariam. Oh, Mariam, you're back? Okay. So I'm gonna read your bio so everyone who's joining gets to know more about you. So you are Mariam Okoyemi Giwa.
Wow.
You are known as the Mariam Giwa,
Yes,
and you're a jack of many trades. I have it here. You're the managing partner at KPMH Digital, a media and news company, and KP Events and Tours. And you're also a serial creative who successfully utilized, digital media through platforms such as Let's Talk Millennials and Tales by Mariam Giwa. In creating and executing numerous humanitarian projects. Wow, there's a lot of that. And you also inspire thousands of millennials in various capacities. Great, because you're a public speaker, you're a brand image professional, and you're also an influencer. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, so let's get into your story. How did you start? Tell us about your first venture, how you started, and how you got where you are today.
Wow, this is interesting. Okay, give me that book. I didn't even know this question was going to pop up, but I think I started even before I knew what being a creative, a storyteller is. So I have this book. I don't know anybody that went to school in the 90s or early 2000 would know this Malad notebook. So my sister sent me this book a while ago. This was the first book I ever wrote, titled The Special Child, and I think I wrote it in primary 5.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I wrote everything like act 1, scene 1, and written. And I even did it about the author. I just did. I just, I
That's so
just did draw.
cute.
I think I couldn't draw myself. I could have probably put a passport or something there. So,
Aww.
so being a creative for me, I would say it's been a long journey. It's been a long time coming. I didn't even know there was going to be a name for it. So I just know that right from when I was a child, I've been very much, involved. I virtuous hi before she beats me. So I think it's been with me for a very long time since I was a kid, and I've always been someone who is passionate about telling stories, about writing. It's just that I can't draw, but I've been very much involved in art. And for someone who is involved in art, I somehow went to science class because that was where the brilliant people were, and I was quite smart. So, but as destiny would have it, I'm back where I started, which is back.
You started off, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, and it shows that you were quite creative, even from when you were much younger. With about the author, with the book, with everything. So that obviously has always
really
been
funny
within
really
you.
Funny. Yeah,
That's obviously always
there's
been
a lot
within
of
you.
grammatical blunders though, but I think primary
Keep
5
it, keep it. It's something to treasure.
I think I would.
Something to treasure. So let's talk about your businesses. As well as being a youth influencer, you have your travel business. Can you just talk to us about your various businesses that you have and how you were able to combine everything?
Okay, so I think entrepreneurship started for me from when my younger sister was, starting her own brand. Aisha Cosmetics, and I sort of found myself, naturally organizing the whole brand imaging all that, the social media strategy. I didn't even know there was a name for it. I didn't even know that all the adverts I used to watch, that there's some people sitting down somewhere that, write them. So I think after then, I started trying to get a job after service, and nothing was coming. I was trying to, because I studied agriculture in the university, and
Okay.
it didn't seem like I wanted to go back to the farm. My mom didn't even have space at the backyard that could plant anything anyway. A lot of my friends were going into farming, but I was not just, the vibe was not there. Maybe because I felt I wanted to make money before, practicing agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
So everywhere I was applying to, it wasn't making sense until I saw a friend sent me the ad for a social media manager. Like, since you spend 80% of your time on social media, maybe you just go there and see maybe you could grab one thing or two. And when I was in uni, that was when Google introduced the Google Student program. So
Okay.
every university sort of have a Google Student Ambassador. Then they were Google Students Club. So I was very active in the university. So I always find myself, you know, in those in Google class. So that's when I did my Google fundamentals, the AdWords. I didn't even know that was something that would, help me. There we were just all concerned about the GOMC, which is the Google Online Marketing
Okay.
competition for university students to get grants and all of that. I never even
Mm-hmm.
saw that through. So I went for the interview, and I and the business owners, we just had a conversation. I went home thinking, I mean, we vibed, like we just said, it was basically gisting. I did what they asked me to do with the little knowledge of Google, AdWords that I had, and I just put strategy into, okay, this was my business, this is what I was going to do. So I was surprised that they called me the following week and they're like, oh, I got the job. I'm like, oh, are they joking? So it was when I started the job, I was supposed to resume as an integrated marketing communication person, that I realized that it wasn't being sacked at all. So it led me to start, reading a lot, going back. I like watching movies. I like watching a lot of, not, I like adult films. Like I watch that just to, they're interesting. But my favorite will always be the children and teens. So okay, let me show you something. That's my TV. That's Nickelodeon.
Ah.
So 80% of the time you find me watching Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, like that. So that's where I play. So I am mostly in that I'm not really in my own space most of the time. So I think it was when I was on the job, I got tired and bored because I felt I wasn't giving enough, even though my boss thought I was trying. So I decided I was going to go, get more skills. And that's when I enrolled for Orange Academy in 2017.
Okay.
So I went to Orange Academy for the integrated, brand experience course. And I was there for like 6 months. And wow. I realized that when I came out, I became a badass. So I understood a lot, we learned from industry leaders and all of that. So it exposed me to actually the rudiments of the entire business and, the way to go. It gave me more direction, my line of thought, what is that. But another thing is I like trying my hands on a lot of things. So even if I cannot actually do it, I want to have an idea of how to do it. That's how I have been built. So that was what led me to, trying out designs on different platforms. I'll try to, do designs using shapes and fonts and all that. I would use PowerPoint, I would use Canva, I would use even PixArt. You're just going to edit your picture, something. I like to see, things looking very beautiful. I would write video scripts, act them out in my head. They'll look really dope and all that. So when I left Orange Academy, I started working with Interactive Communication. Shout out to them, Team IC.
Okay, where are they based?
In Anthony. It's a digital
Okay.
marketing agency. Yeah, it's the best workspace anybody can be.
Okay.
If I would ever go back to paid employment, I would not mind going back to my boss and asking for my job back.
Oh wow, that's high praise.
Yes, it's a very healthy place to work, but I feel like in life at some point you have to move on. And it was on the job I met my best friend and my partner, they come back Daily. A lot of people know him as King Plexi. So it was there we started out, you are working, but in every practice there's something they call PP, which is private practice. So, in order to get more money, we find ourselves, doing other things. And he already had KPMH standing. KPMH has been in existence since, I think, 2013.
Okay.
But it was paused for that while. So in the bit of working together, I'm like, oh, it was like let's just revive this thing, and that's how we started out together, and it sounds very interesting. So we basically work with some SMEs and some also brands on mid-level marketing and all that. So that's how we started out again on KPMH.
Okay, so what you guys mostly do is like digital marketing, helping brands to gain
digital influencer marketing and all that.
Influencer,
and then
okay.
The event and tour business too, where we basically just organize events from master classes to dope house parties, and then we get to travel a lot too. So it's basically how we've been running the whole thing.
Awesome. So I want you, sorry to interrupt you, but I want you to inspire us by telling us some of the events you've hosted, who you've hosted them for, where you've hosted them, where you've traveled to. I want to really expand people's minds so they can understand the scope of possibility that exists in your industry.
Okay, so we had a dope house party last year, La Casa de Party. It was wild, somewhere in Lekki. We had the first Let's Talk Millennials event. We had Youngest EP listening party. We had the meet and greet for one of Nollywood's finest actor, which is Sewa Adeyemi. We've had a lot of phonography master classes. We have influencer marketing master classes. Pretty much, I mean, a lot. Yeah, we've done, and we have more coming. But thanks to Corona.
Yeah, Corona's kind of put a halt.
We're hoping at least we learn to live with it so we can, forge ahead and do a lot of things. So, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully things get better because I know the event industry is at a bit of a halt at the moment. So yeah, that's it. I'm happy you brought that up. How have you been coping with the halts, with the pause in the industry?
So I've been staying in this house for about 4 years now. Yeah, since 2016, basically 2017, and this is the most I've been at home. But I am not someone who doesn't know how to not do. So I have actually been doing a lot of things. So from the comfort of my room. One of the most interesting things, like I said, I like to try my hands around a lot of things. I also create Instagram filter. So let me show some. So that's basically some of the things I've been, doing. I'm actually working on a project right now for a brand. So, okay, yeah. I created this. This is the tribal mark on my mom's face. And a lot of people say I look like her. So I made this myself. And it's not an hard or rigorous process, but it's something that I just wanted to learn how to do. I see people doing it and I'm like, oh, I could do this. So I learned how to, make them. So basically what I've been doing throughout this quarantine period is basically just creating, learning how to do more stuff. I'm making sure that I'm ready when the world is ready to go back out there. And then the clients, and then the clients that I have on the ground, I'm making sure that I retain them by making sure that even with this lockdown, they stay active, they stay on top of their game. We are still communicating, we are still talking to people, we are still, engaging the audience, which is most important for me. We should not say because the world is where it is and everybody, they say, oh, stop. We are going to stop talking to the people that are dearest to us. So I feel like there are still ways you can still be making money despite everything and still, doing things and connecting with your audience despite, the situation of things on ground. So as a creative, your creativity should not be limited to when you have jobs to do. So wake up every day and just create something awesome. Even though you're just going to post it on your social media page, if you don't put it on your social, put it on your WhatsApp. Just make sure you're doing something every day. If you're a writer, write 1 line per day, no matter how tired you are. Just don't stop doing it because you don't want everything. By the time you want to get back out there, you don't want to be rusty. And it's better to go out there even more equipped than you had to, stay at home. And even right now, you can still be connecting to the clients that you have or even getting more clients. There are some people that the people that are working for them are locked down. They don't want to do anything. Yeah, everybody's blaming the whole situation of things. So you can actually reach out to those people that, oh, I noticed that, you actively used to do this, but you don't do it anymore. Is there a problem? Is it because of this? Oh, I'm willing to offer my services for you to, make sure that your business is still running. You understand? We have a delivery company we work with that due to the Corona thing, they were thinking, I'm like, okay, people need food, people need drugs, people need this. Okay, how about we start, pitching to pharmacies, to business places and see how we can,
Yeah.
be of help to them. So you need to key into the situation as opposed
Okay.
to letting the situation determine, where you're lying. So as a creative person, as an entrepreneur, if you're using Corona as an excuse not to work or make money, I don't know. It's not fair on Corona itself, to be honest.
No,
So,
I like what you're
yeah.
saying. I like what you're saying about thinking outside of the box. Like, I think you're right. A lot of creatives, when they can't do their normal day-to-day routine, they're feeling oppressed. They're feeling like, oh wow, well, I mean, we have to wait and see what goes on. But you're saying to create opportunity in the midst of a sort of disruptive environment. If I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about startup costs, because a lot of people are watching you, they want to do what you do, they love your story, they're inspired by you, but they're thinking, look, I don't have the money to start my own business, or I don't have the connections, to start doing events or to get things off the ground. So what advice can you give them in terms of startup funding, and then also connections and knowing the right people in order to make things happen?
So I always tell people that there's nobody you can't talk to. You just need to know how to talk to them. So how scalable are you? What's your personal brand statement? So if you're going to come to me and talk to me, are you just going to come down? Good afternoon. I'm trying to start a business. Please, can you help me raise money? I'm not going to pay attention to you. There's a guy, I don't know if you see, I saw that he joined. I didn't know him, but one day I was opening my email and I saw an email. Hi, good afternoon, Miss Miriam. My name is this Utman, and I am this is what I do, and I see you as someone who has more experience and does the same thing. I would like to learn from you. These are the works I have done. Please, can you look through and see where I can improve? And if you'll be willing to take me up as an intern, I'm open to. I was encouraged that, oh, this guy has been. It seems like someone that comes correct to me. He has been doing. So sometimes you might not have the money. You just need the human capital. You need to connect to those people. Do you understand that that can lead you? If it's business you want to do, there are a lot of people in Lagos market that wants to get rid of their stock. So if it's close, go to Lagos market on one of these days that their market is busy. Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is this person. I'm looking to start a business. I don't have money. However, I see that you have things that people that I can connect with on social media, on Instagram can have. So do you mind if I take your WhatsApp number? You just send me your goods. I post the pictures. If there's an order for it, I send it to you. I had my own, profit to it. So you're not even putting in money, right? So all you have to do is get pictures from the person who has the stock, post it on your own page. You should sell it for 5,000 naira. You're selling for 5,005 or 6,000. You're also trying to manage, deliveries and all that. So no money is involved, no risk, but you're making money. And with time, the more you do that, when you gather your own money, you can also start, stocking by yourself, or doing drop shipping. AliExpress has made a lot of things easy. Alibaba has made a lot of things easy. You just need to get in touch and in tune with the rudiment of how these things work, and make it work for yourself. So money should never be the problem. You can sell Zobo on your street. My sisters have considered selling puff every evening with chocolate glazed puff outside the gate, and I give them my
That
blessing.
sounds nice.
If it will work, there are boys that always sit down blessedly outside in the evening. Take your puff inside a white transparent bucket with cover outside. If people are cute, stand there. They will come and buy, not for anything, for your fine face. If it's sweet, they'll come back for more. Make Zobo, make tiger nut drink. Like, there are a lot of, you can make smoothie at home and sell to people. People are selling parfait. People want to do fit farm. They want to keep it. So there are loads of businesses that are not capital intensive that you can actually start for yourself and make things happen. You can partner with people that there are a lot of women that they already have the business, they have their customers, but they are not online. So
Online, yeah.
their business online for them and make money out of it. So being at home, I didn't used to have a chair in my house. So when I started working, I realized I was lying down on my bed a lot. I have a table. My chair was broken. I did not even fix it. I went to my friend, Pamela Results, 4 times to go and beg for chair before he finally gave me one. Yes, Pamela, I'm calling you out because you're on this live video. And he told me he was borrowing me this particular one I'm sitting on. And I did it because I didn't want to lie down anymore. So I stood up and I changed that. So now I have a chair. So when I'm sitting down, I'm not going to doze off. I can always sit here to, It also helps me to be active instead of just lying down all day. So you just need to find something and work on it, act on it. If that one doesn't work, try another thing, but don't stop trying, don't stop doing. Keep moving, keep moving. Yes, Orange Academy has
Instagram account.
Instagram account. It's Orange Academy Lagos. Orange Academy Lagos. So just
okay, fantastic. Just keep. I'm even learning from you. I love what you said about the chocolate puff puff. Please just come and sell to me. Can you deliver?
Yes, so
I'll buy. Please let me know.
Since
I've just been eating, so anything yummy, I'm interested in.
There are lots of resources on the internet. Like there are lots. You can learn the simplest things on YouTube and the most complex things. And all you just have to do is, start trying to apply them. People didn't become professionals, in a day. It's just like our to-go days, You start from novice, then you start moving from novice to amateur, and before you know it, you become a professional. So Rome wasn't built in a day. So I'll just encourage people to just try out a lot of things, be smart about it, be open to collaborations, be open to trying new things, be open to talking to people. Don't just assume that this person is going to snub me. Work on your approach. Don't go to people empty-headed or empty-handed. Let them know that, you're already doing things, and make it happen. You can do this, you have it, you got it, it's in you. Don't dull yourself. That's just basically what I would say. Don't dull.
I love it. Even I'm inspired now. Another side hustle has to come into my life. I'll pray about
it. Money, sis. Make money, sis. I'm sharing
that's what we like. We like just to see the money coming in all different directions.
Yeah,
I love that.
Just do it.
I love that. I love that. And I see everyone in the comment section is also inspired. They're all hitting as well. They're saying teach us some more. So let's go more into you work with a lot of, you're an influencer yourself, you inspire the youth, and I want to talk to you about how you do that, because a lot of people can call themselves influencers, but to be an influencer that actually has clout, that can get people to listen, get people to take action, that's a different type of influencer. So how have you been able to do it? How have you been able to connect?
Okay, so like I said, I watch a lot of teen related movies, and I realized that if there's anything young people have, is a lot of ego. And you know what's funny? We're always talking, we're always in touch, but we don't communicate. In the sense that you're online, you're always, on Instagram, dropping comments, chatting with your friends, but you guys are not actually communicating. Like, there's no heart to heart, conversations. So it's like we are talking, but we are not saying anything. And I think that has increased the rate of depressions amongst us. People are very, very, very ashamed to talk about their problems. People are very ashamed to, even we as humans, we don't allow people the liberty to express themselves, to be who they are. And I feel like as millennials or generations after, we actually need that platform where, everybody needs to be heard. And that's why I started the Let's Talk Millennials platform, where, okay, what exactly is the problem? How can we work together? How can we take a proactive, decision, or let's look for answers. Do you understand? To make sure that we eliminate all these problems. People should not wipe their tears and then come and smile for the gram. If they want to cry on live video, let them cry. The best you can do for them is, okay, this is what is making this person cry. No matter how small, even if it is, I miss my mommy. Okay, how can we get this person's mommy to this person? So we need to start talking to each other. Like this business side of it, so you need to find someone. People should be able to say, help me, I want to do business. I don't know where to go. I want to learn how to do this. Where can I go? And people with the knowledge too should be able to, should be willing to let people, grow. Don't say, because I can't say because I can create Instagram filter now. Someone will come to me and say, how can I create this Instagram filter? And I say, I did my research, go and do your own. Some people don't even know where to start doing the research. I also learned it somewhere. Yeah, okay, you know what? This is the app that you used to create it. How about you go on YouTube, you see basic tutorials. Even when you download the app, you see the asset. Just do what you have to do. You understand? Give people the platform to stand on, to start taking their own baby steps. When a baby starts crawling, you guide them. Do you understand? So when you guide them, that's what helps them. So they can eventually walk. Then by themselves, they start running. So I feel like as young people, we need to start guiding one another. Our parents had a different life. The baby bloomers lived in an entirely different generation. So it's okay if they don't understand us. But we that we are here, that we are in this situation together, let's start talking to one another. Let's understand our problems and tackle it together as one. There's no need for discrimination. We should not make people feel ashamed for being, you know, who they are. Even if you want to correct someone, maybe the person is doing something bad, because everybody is flawed in their own way. Do it, but don't be too harsh about it. Don't make the person feel less of themselves. You can probably start by encouraging something good that they've done, and then telling them that, oh, but you know, this thing that you did is not really okay. It doesn't make you look good. This is the way it can affect you as a brand. These are the after effects that I feel can come to it. They are not stupid. They will think and they will know that this thing I'm doing, what this person is saying is wrong. But when you come at them that thing that you did, you think you have sense. You think they don't want to defend themselves first, and they might not even think about what they've done later. So I feel like we are talking, but we are not communicating. And we actually need to do that. And that's why in my circle of friends, we talk about any and everything. We can bant, but when it's time for serious talk, we have serious talk. And we sit down and everybody says their mind. And then we say, okay, how can we move from here? How can we do this? Okay, this person wants to start this. How can we all support the person?
Support, yeah.
So right now, as millennials, everything, all we need is, we need to communicate, we need to support, we need to encourage, and we need to, you know, be there to cheer each other on. Let everybody win in their own damn space, and that's all I stand for. And that's why I keep connecting to people of my generation and the younger generation. And I think basically that's motivation.
No, I think that's amazing. Especially, you know, I love what you said about not being harsh and being sensitive, because a lot of people, like you said, they are crying in private and coming to smile on social media, because there's so much pressure on social media to be perfect, to appear as if you have everything together, to appear as if you're almost living a perfect life. And I think it's very nurturing to be able to come to a space where you can just be yourself and you can just express your circumstances, whatever those circumstances may be. So I love and I commend you so much. We're just meeting today, but I commend you so much for what you're doing. You're welcome. So we have questions. I think we should just take the questions as they come. So Meet Kiki said, now that the Instagram algorithm is more difficult and lots of engagement is hard to get, how do you still drive customers to brands you're working with?
Okay, so the first thing I'll talk about is strategy. No matter as bad as the algorithm or whatever they call it is, there are people whose engagement is still popping. And the reason is because a lot of people don't know how to connect with their audience. So you have to be Nigerians are very emotive people. So the first thing is, what are the people I'm selling to? What are those things that interest them? Do you understand? So I will take it from my biggest discovery this lockdown period. So I used to watch a lot of skits, but I never really used to pay a lot of attention to the guy that's called Isbeyu. But then I started paying, and I saw that there's a lot of creativity and line of thought that goes into what he actually does. I call him the king of plot twist. And you know that there's going to be a fuck shit moment, but you don't know where it's going to be coming from. So he understands his audience. He knows what his audience wants. I don't know what influences his line of thought, but he delivers it, and he delivers it very well. I always look forward to his post. Tomike knows that her family members like when she vibes, so she keeps vibing. No matter how long her caption is, they will read it because there's a story there, right? Some people, you will go to the page of Salem King for a little bit of resetting of brain. You see people like Fresh Gaza, and you're going there to learn about emotional intelligence. This is because these people so far they've studied their audience and they know what excites them. So you cannot say because you are selling Aisha's cream or Aisha Cosmetics that all you want to be doing is posting Aisha Cosmetics and telling them come and buy it's 35. How about you teach them about skincare? Tell them a story about, use the skin as an analogy. Make it interesting. Sing about it if you have to. Even someone that doesn't even pay attention to something about their skin will be like, it's like what this person is saying there. Like, let your page be where they are coming for entertainment and education at the same time. Don't be too silly. Don't be too keen on just forcing items. No matter what you're selling, there's someone else selling it. No matter. And after that, you work on your business rudiments. Make sure that everything you're doing is top notch. Delivery, packaging. You understand? So that people can also recommend you. I used to tell people that if I start selling something on Instagram, I'll make sure I post a skit per day. Like something, if it's for me to go and look for something funny on YouTube that is not something they watch on Instagram, I will post it on my page just for people to share. At least when you finish watching the skit, you go back and check other things on my page. Then you see what I'm selling. So you need to work on your engagement strategy, on your content strategy. What are you posting on Monday? What are you posting on Tuesday? Are you appreciating your customers on Wednesday? Are you teaching them something about the industry you are in on Thursday?
Oh, Mariam, I hope you're still with us. It seems like you are slightly frozen, but I'm sure. Are you with us? Oh, I think Mariam has frozen. If it doesn't reboot, I'm going to cut her off. I'm going to close the page and then invite her back on. I think it's the network. Yeah, I think that's what she's saying. Don't be too obsessed with selling. You need to actually tell a story on your page, entertain people, make them interested, make them laugh, make them smile before you now try and sell to them. Okay, Mariam is back. Let's see. Yes, I appreciate your customers. Ooh. I think Mariam's network is acting up. So if you guys have any other questions, please do write them across the screen, because once her network comes back, I'm going to re-add her so we can finish our conversation. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it so much so far. I feel like my mind has just opened up to the world of sales and how to actually, connect with the people that you're selling to. I love what you said about people are very emotional. It's true. People are emotional. So it's important to try and reach them on an emotional level. Okay, waiting for Mariam again. Mariam, if you can see me, please. Your network should not fall our hand today. Okay, thank God.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. Just told me that the live ended, and
I think it was
I'm trying to get back. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. So you're telling us about not being too selly, to try and tell a story to our customers.
Yes, you have to be able to, connect with them on an emotional level. Don't be too selly. When you're writing your caption, include punchline, bust people's brain. People go to Instablog not because of the gist, but because of how you write this caption. You don't want to, just make sure that at every point in time you are sounding like someone that actually knows about what you are selling and the industry you are playing in. So people will begin to, let me just say, be on a quest for thought leadership as opposed to just profit making. Because once you become a thought leader in that industry, nobody's going to take away your profits. Nobody's going to your profit.
I just somebody in the background. Okay.
Yes, I'm trying to get
come on and say hello to us. We're here. We're here.
So
okay.
Just have
Oh, Mariam, I hope this your network is not gonna start. Kiki with the questions. Okay, don't worry. Once Mariam comes back, we're gonna put that question to her. This network should allow us to be great. Let me see. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry about that. The network is just really acting up. But I'm gonna try and add Mariam back again so we can take Kiki's questions. Kiki's the only one asking questions. If you guys have any other questions, please ask them. We're here for you. That's why we're here today, to answer all your questions, to give you insight into the whole world of events, influencing, online marketing. Please ask your questions so we can get some great advice from Mariam. Okay, I think hopefully she'll be back on here soon. Kiki will take your question next. If anybody else has questions, we have about 15 minutes to go, so please do. Kiki, I have to finish. We still have a lot. Okay, keep them coming. Don't worry, just keep asking them. We're gonna keep answering them. Mariam. Sorry guys, I know it's a bit annoying that the network keeps going off, but it's going to. It says connecting. Okay. Mariam, stop.
I have only one number, so it can't get me.
Okay, no problem. Let me. We have about 15 minutes. I want to get through as many questions as possible. So, Kiki, is asking, says, how do you thrive as a growing influencer if you don't have any influencer friends or mentors that can get you connections or jobs?
Okay, so from my experience in the advertising industry, especially in the digital agency, I think one of the things that work well for you is, as long as you know you have the audience that listens to you, you don't need to know. If you know influencers good for you, they probably will recommend you. But there's nothing wrong with you as a person sending emails to a lot of brand managers and agency, just send an email, introduce yourself, tell them about your demography. Okay, my name is Miriam. I am a social media influencer. I've got 20,000 following. 59% are men. 41% are female. They are between the age of 17 to 35. That's the demography, located in Lagos, Ibadan, Abuja, New York, blah, blah, blah. And so far, so good. You've been able to gather an engagement rate of. Yeah, and the good thing is all these insights, Instagram will give you for free. Some of them you even get. Then when you have that, put it in a PDF document, decorate it, make it fine. That they will like to read it. Oh, if you are willing to work with me, I'm willing to work with your agency for a fee. If you if you're impressed and you would like to work with me, please write back to me and I can send you my rate card. So if the presentation is good, even if they don't call you that moment, you're already registered in their end. Once a job comes and they're like, okay, let's try this person. And where can you find these people? On the network, a lot of people don't like to utilize. You find them on LinkedIn, you find them on Facebook, and you find a lot of them on Slider. Slider might seem like, SlideShare. SlideShare might seem like a place where people just upload their PowerPoint document or research document. But the truth is, those people that are uploading them, number one, they are readers. And that's why they can write and feel the brand. Because they are readers, that's why they feel there's someone that will read it. So once you click on different presentation, look at the person that wrote it, Google the name, look at the person, check the profile. You can even use that on Twitter, the person that, oh, good afternoon, I saw this, your document that you wrote on SlideShare, and I took this away from Ease. Let me introduce myself to you. I'm this person. Attached to this email is my professional portfolio. I would like to work with you. Just do it. So that is just little step. They might even try you on a small campaign. Then once you get the opportunity, make sure your delivery is top notch. Don't say, oh, because they say just slam this post, you just slam it. Take it a little bit more. Give them a little bit extra at no cost. And that way they'll be like, oh, this person is really passionate. She really, her work ethics is good. And that way you have a relationship. So you don't need to wait. Go on LinkedIn. Google, just type brand manager of Cadbury. It will bring out all their staff. Then start deciding where you want to start messaging them from, one by one. So whether you are aspiring, just shoot your shot. Some will bounce back and some will enter. So, life is all about winning some and losing some. So Kiki, go for it.
I love it. And I love how you mentioned LinkedIn. That you're right, LinkedIn is one of those, I always think a little bit boring, but that's where a lot of the power players are. Instagram is fun and everything, but LinkedIn is where you can actually connect with a lot of top-notch managers. So yeah, let's not be sleeping on LinkedIn. So, well, let's sleep on LinkedIn, but you know what I mean. So another question, someone saying, sorry if I missed it. Can you talk about collaborations? We're a fashion house, Koji Originals. We would like to collaborate with thought leaders.
Okay, so for collaboration, I feel like every industry has other industries that they rely on. For instance, for those of them in fashion, they probably need, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, they probably need photographers, models, and maybe influencers to push their brand. So you can reach out to a photographer and be like, oh, good afternoon. I see that you're a budding photographer. You're good. I'm also a budding, fashion designer. And I feel like we can help each other. How about the collaboration? Okay, my clothes cost about this amount of money and your services cost about this amount of money. So how about we cross it? Of course, every photographer needs a professional portfolio that includes a stylist and a fashion designer. You also need a photographer. Then get a model that also need a professional portfolio. If three of you come together, give yourself invoices. Photographer, write it there, photo shoot for 1 hour at 40,000, 100% discounted. Let them know the value of what you're giving to them. You to do the same. as a fashion designer. I give them an invoice. Oh, styling of this photography set cost 50,000. I gave you a 100% discount. You know, the model too. Then three of you come together, have a beautiful photo shoot. Everybody sponsors it. Everybody tags each other. Let's grow together. So you cannot underestimate the power of collaboration. It's the collaboration between oil and pepper that makes the soup sweet, in addition to Maggi and salt. So everybody has an input and a role to play. So just find those that are within your industry, people that you know that you need them to actually survive. Then reach out to those that you can willingly work with. And if you are not willing to do, if they are not willing to, you know, do it for you free, at least if there's a cost to it, there's always somebody that you can afford that is actually very good. So don't ever underestimate the power of collaboration. My first short film, technically the second, that I was released in April or March, I can't remember the month anymore. My start said it's February. Two-Way Street, it was a collaborative effort between the studio, me, and my friend. All my friends were in that film because I could not pay for professional actors, and they delivered beautifully. The message was packed, and we loved it. It's collaboration. Don't underestimate your friend. Some of you, your friend is doing something, but you will not patronize them because they are your friend, and you just feel like they are not good enough. Give people the platform to shine. Collaborate. Collaborate. Thank you.
Collaborate. I love it. Collaborate and make it happen and move it forward. If you want to see this, your short film, where can
Two-Way
you
Street.
find? Sorry?
Two-Way Street. That's the title.
Oh, Two-Way Street. Yes, Two-Way Street. Sorry. Where can we watch it?
The link is on my bio. It's also on Google Studios YouTube. So anybody that needs it can even DM me after now. I always reply my DMs. But someone might be there offering me money, so I never leave it on.
You never neglect it.
Nah, never.
That's a good tip. All right. Any other questions?
And that's another thing. Always check your mails. Always check your DMs. You don't know who is trying to give you an opportunity. When you think nobody is seeing you, there is somebody actually actively watching you. And don't miss out when they reach out to you. Don't go be replying emails 2 weeks after, 3 days after. It's not nice. Check your mail every day. Turn on post notification. Your DM, check. You don't know the person DM. I was talking to a girl for a very long time. We were friends. We would chat. I didn't even know she was the brand ambassador for Mama Dove. Wow. When it was time to work, we were able to work. So please, when they say hi back. If the person is not seeming like someone that does not have sense, use your block button, use your restrict button. But always listen to people when they are trying to talk to you. It's very important.
We can see that you've done a lot, you've grown a lot, you have a lot of experience just by the gems that you're just dropping. I hope you guys are taking notes there in the comment section. Please take notes. Mariam is really giving us some fantastic insights and intel.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So we only have about another 10 minutes. So I want to talk about challenges. I think it's by hearing about other people's challenges, other people's mistakes, that we can grow, that we can have the courage to also pursue our own dream. So I want you to just let us in a little bit on some of the biggest, maybe there's one contract you lost of $1 billion or something like that you're like, God, if I'd known back then, I would have done things a little bit differently. Can you give us any of those examples?
So I always tell my sisters that life will take every opportunity it has to fuck you up. Life would always be willing. See, don't come at life like life is your friend. Life is not. If things are going good for you, just be grateful. Because anytime, tables can turn. I saved for about 4 months to get a MacBook Pro 2019. And I bought a laptop, I think end of February 28th or 29th, yeah. But guess what? I was one day I was just on my bed. I was trying to see a movie and my laptop just went off, and that was in April. Less than 6 weeks. And that laptop has not come until today.
Wait, the screen just went off?
Yeah, they said something about the plug. It's brand new. I didn't buy UK used. I didn't even buy it to Computer Village. I went to proper store. You know, they've been trying to fix it and all that. So I'm just telling you that, see, I did not because of that. Everything I did on the laptop, I brought it to my phone. If I need to desperately use a laptop, I'll go to my friend's house. I'll go to a colleague. I'll just beg, just give me a few minutes. I'll do what I have to do, and I'm out of your space. Do you understand? A lot of people I work for don't even know that my laptop has crashed because, you know,
Wow.
the work still keeps coming. Never underestimate the power of cloud. I use my iCloud. I use the cloud a lot. Every information, if you want to kill me, hack into my cloud. So every information on my laptop, I didn't lose it because there was a backup on my cloud already. So I can still access it. So I think that's the biggest blow so far. Then when I left my job, I thought I figured a lot of things out. But you'll go for a lot of business pitch meetings and they won't just come back. And you'll be like, God, where will my food come from? Then I'll go back to the psalm that my mommy used to have on her word. I say, I look to the heavens, where will my help come from? My help comes from the Lord.
Psalm 23. Psalm 23.
Is it Psalm 23?
I
don't
think
know
so.
the Bible one. And I'm a Muslim, I believe that God is the one of provision. So I don't let these challenges, you know, just put me down. So once it just happens like this, I'll just be like, on to the next one. This door is closed. Which door can we open again? I think that's one of the reasons why me, Pablo, and Aleko decided to start selling cars too. That just in case we have a friend that wants to buy a car. So we just have to keep moving regardless of what comes at you, because the time you spend crying or worrying about it can actually be spent doing something else about it. I'm not saying you should not cry. Cry. On Sunday, a day after Salah, I went into my sister's car and I cried my eyes out because I was overwhelmed. And when I finished crying, I came out, I was better. I recorded a voice note of me ranting because I didn't want to tell anybody. And then I played the voice notes for my sister so we could talk about it. So you're allowed to feel hurt, but you're not allowed to now make it an anchor that you hold on to, because it begins to limit you. So I cannot come and tell you that this is the biggest fuck up in my life and this is the least. Every fuck up was a fuck up. But what do you do after life has actually fucked you up is that you stand up and you keep moving, regardless, irrespective of whatever. Even if it's your nude that they leaked, get up from it and move on. Because by the time you start doing well, people will forget all those bad things and they start cheering you. So don't put yourself under too much pressure to be perfect. Don't the expectations you have for yourself, don't let it define you. If you win, you win. If you fail, you fail. But what you should not stop doing is, don't ever for 1 minute stop working. Rest if you have to, but do not stop doing. Just keep moving. I used to say it, we locomote every time, just irrespective of it.
That went straight to my heart right there. But thank you. So I just, I was just in my head as you were talking, I was just nodding because I believe the exact same thing. You have to keep moving forward, no matter what happens to you, no matter what life throws at you. What you said is just so like part of my own mindset as well, in terms of just whatever you have to do, just face your front and and just keep moving forward. So we have time for one last question. So I think this one is more about followers. This Abdullah has said, personally, as an Instagram page manager, when I'm trying to get new clients, some often get discouraged due to my number of followers. What can I do, TMG?
Okay, so if you have 500 followers and 300 of them are actively engaging with you, it's not bad. There are a lot of people that look beyond the numbers. Then what are you also doing to win more people? Are you engaging with more pages so what are you doing for your own visibility? Are you running adverts? And you need to understand that Instagram itself is a business place and the owners want to make money. And that's why if you are using a business or a creator's account, you think it's because they want to be showing you insights. It's because they need to push you to advertise once in a while. And that's why I always tell people, even if it's your personal page that you made a business page, put 500 naira, put 1,000, just give Instagram that, let me move. Just run 1 or 2 ads. So don't stop engaging with other pages. Drop comments in places where people see you. Be intelligent about it. Make sure that what you're saying will actually attract someone to check you out. And that way, you see that your page will grow. Run ads. Don't be ashamed. If your face is pretty, sponsor it. It's your face. It's your money. Nobody's going to ask you questions. And if they ask you, you answer if you feel like. If you don't feel like answering, you don't answer. So just let people know that, okay, you might not have the numbers, but you know what the value that you're bringing to the table. And no amount of money is too much or too small for your creativity. So don't sell yourself short. However, start as small and as basic as you can. Everybody will grow eventually. Everybody will grow.
Thank you. I'm happy you said that about, because I think followers are something that keep people up at night. They're like, don't have enough followers. I'm trying to grow my followers, and with the way the algorithm is, it can be actually difficult to get.
The people that you are looking forward to, they are buying bots that are not interacting with them. So what's the point?
Hey, you have shaken some tables and you have dropped some gems.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. That's what we're here for. We're here to hear the truth, so we know how we can all grow in whatever way, whether it's social media management, whether it's business, whether it's importing, exporting, events. Everyone here is here to learn how they can do it better. And I love your perspective. I think you have, you think outside of the box. So things that other people may not really be looking at, you are able to see those things, identify them, and use them to make, your brand better, your events better, your page better. So I just love that about you. If anyone who's watching wants to connect with you more, wants to have more of a one-on-one chat with you about their business, what's the best way to reach you?
Send me a DM on Instagram.
A DM, okay, all right. So you guys send Mariam a DM if you want to have that one-on-one convo, and if you like what you've heard today, but you just want to expand on it a little bit more. Mariam, thank you so much. I love everything you said. I've been taking my own mental notes about being a thought leader, about making use of. I'm supposed to protect myself. I don't know why I'm pretending. I'm going to also be in your DM asking more questions and insights, because I'm also an influencer and a business owner, so I always like to learn and expand my own knowledge base. Someone said I'm sending a DM right away. Okay.
She's my sister, the pop-up seller. Don't mind her.
Oh, she's your sister. She's so sweet though. I she's like been really talking to the whole interview, dropping comments and everything. I love that. There's so much love with it. Is she's the one that does the chocolate puff?
Yeah,
okay. Please drop me her handle later, so I'll know how to connect with her as well. All right, there's so much love for you in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, joining us. We're here Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. on Smartpreneur's Instagram page. Smartpreneur is also on TVC at 5:45. Saturdays, Saturdays 5:45 to 6:15. So you can also catch us on TVC and online www.smartpreneur.ng. Mariam, we might need you to write some articles for smartpreneur.ng with all this your wisdom. So we'll definitely do. Yeah?
No problem.
Our guys are here as well, so he has heard you. He will just remind me to be reminding you, but no problem. I'll be doing that. All right, my love. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys on the next Smartpreneur Live. Mariam, kisses.
Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you. I've learned so much. Bye.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.